There is a place of sweet release near to the heart of God, a place where all is joy and peace, near to the heart of God. Oh, Jesus, blessed Redeemer, sent from the heart of God, hold us who wait before thee, near to the heart of God. I just thought I'd start today's little message I got for you with that song. As a little kid, I traveled all over the country with my mother, and a lot of times car sick and everything else, but that was her theme song, oh gosh, at least 65 years ago when she sang on the radio. Hope you enjoy it. More than that, I hope you'll be near to the heart of God. Hey, good morning. It's me again. I want to share with this morning a story that every morning when I get up, the first thing I do, I pray as I'm waking up, talk to God, thank Him for the day, for another day. And then I go down and play the piano before I start the chores and stuff and sing praises to Him. And one of the songs that I love to sing is the one where it says, use me. And that's my blessing every day, as old as I am. God, thank you for this day and use me some way. So this morning I'd forgot to get the feed yesterday for the goats, so I headed to the feed mill to get the goat feed, and there's a friend I've made out there with the name, I call him Taco. I don't know what his real name is, and I know he sings and plays in different nightclubs and all those things. He laughs about it because he says no one knows what he's saying because he sings in Spanish, but he must be pretty good. But on the way out, God had spoke to me. He said, hey, Gary, why don't you take and ask him to get together with him and sing and play. So as I went through the door, Taco was there, and I said, hey, Taco, we need to get together and sing and play sometime. And he mumbled something, but he said, you're going to heaven, I'm going to hell. And I didn't think much about that. I thought maybe he was kidding. I walked on through and got the feed, come back out. Of course, he was loading that feed for me. I said, Taco, did you really mean that you're going to hell? He said, yeah, I do a lot of things that I shouldn't do. And they said, when I go sing and everything, I have Jesus up there. I said, well, Taco, have you ever asked Jesus into your life? Do you know the story of Jesus, how he came and died and rose again that we might go to heaven? He said, yeah. And I said, have you ever asked him into your heart? And he hadn't. And I said, well, I got good news for you. I said, if you believe in Jesus, you've heard this story, just ask him to come into your heart. And I said, I'm going to tell you what, you're going to go to heaven. He said, well, I have these things. I said, I question all the time because I'm not good enough. I said, Taco, you're never going to be good enough. You're never going to make it. And if that's your thought out there today, that it's your belief that you got to be good to get all these blessings from God. Now, blessings is something else, but he can bless you in spite of being good or bad. But let's straighten this out. To be born again, if you believe that Jesus came and died and rose again with power over death, a new life, that means when you die, if he lives in you, you're going to continue to live. There's no end to it spiritually. This body, hey man, I used to be good looking, believe it or not. I tried to tell my wife I am today, but no, I hate to make these videos because I see myself as a little bit old. Okay, but anyway, I said, Taco, the good news is he'll never leave you or forsake you. Now, you may do bad things and turn from him, but he is there, and you're going to go to heaven in spite of what you might do here on earth. And I said, God can use you right there and where you're in an environment to share Jesus with them. I said, a lot of those people, this is funny here, how I talk. I said, a lot of those people will never go to church probably. And then I said, wait a minute. A lot of them are probably deacons or even preachers or church members. So I said, but wherever you're at, you can still share Jesus. But I said, the problem of it is for you that what you need to know, Jesus came for two reasons. Number one, he came that we might become his kids and have a relationship with him. Obey him and serve him because we love him and appreciate what he's done. And if we do that and we give our complete life to him, love him more than anything else, more than our wife, more than our children, more than ourselves, then we become a disciple of Jesus Christ. Because the Holy Spirit's there to transform us and change us and make us more like Jesus every day. And I said, the problem of it is if you pray to become a Christian, you're going to heaven. But if you're going to keep doing the things that you're doing and whatever they are, because he hadn't said, I said, you're going to have a hell of a life. So I said, that's up to you. But I want you to know the good news is if you truly believe in Jesus, turn over to him. Ask him in, he'll come into your heart. And he'll be there all the time, convict you, encourage you to live the better way. And I said, that's really what my message is around the world, trying to get people to understand, hey, all these 4,000 religions not going to get you anywhere. All these do's and don'ts aren't going to get you anywhere. Belief in Jesus would get you everywhere. Nothing is impossible for God. As I've told you, if you're hungry today, you don't have food, you're sick, your house has been washed away in a flood, burned, put it in God's hands. Unless you're a millionaire, you're not going to be able to correct any of those situations. You don't have anything that God hasn't given to you. And why don't you give back to him this day, just today, this life that we have, and see what happens. You know, the thing of what's important about this too, then you need to, as you grow in your relationship to Christ, and I want to help you. If you'll go to my website or my Facebook, my website is seethebetterway.com.